Hi, welcome back to my channel, Good Job Mom. I just wanted to do a quick life update. I promised myself when I started Good Job Mom that I would keep the content authentic. I actually picked some core words that I could always come back to and say, hey, or my videos is the content or the words I'm speaking surrounded around these things. And one of them was being authentic. My family has experienced a total of 4 deaths this year. So we are going through this time of loss. He works at a church and we get pretty close with the people that serve on his teams, the volunteers. And so to kind of start 2020, someone very dear to us passed, and it was one of his volunteers. And then right literally as COVID kicked off, my husband lost his father. A couple weeks later, or maybe a month later, I don't know, the time is very blurred at this moment, at this point, but he lost his uncle. And now last week, we lost his grandma. These deaths hit so hard, each of them. I just want to give you guys an update. I also wanted to encourage you because I know I'm not the only one that is going through some trauma this year. And so a lot of us are, I mean, all of us are experiencing the coronavirus and quarantine and how work looks different and home life looks different. And then some of us are experiencing additional trauma added on to that. And so I just wanted to say, hey, hang in there. And, you know, I don't have any words that may make you feel better. I'm working through it myself, and I would prefer to have this conversation with you guys once I've worked through it some more. However, like I said in the beginning of the video, my goal is to be completely authentic with you guys and not just act like what's happening in my life isn't happening. So far, how I have managed to be, you know, a support for my husband, for myself, for my family, for my friends, really is just seeking God. I have prayed and fasted. I did a prayer and fast for 21 days. I did that because I had seen my husband do prayer and fasting, and I had seen how his relationship with God has grown. I had seen how God had answered some prayers for him. Going through the Psalms, thank you to my husband, shout out to him. He had actually suggested at the beginning of 2020 to start going through the Psalms, and so I did, and I've continued this year. That's kind of just what I've been doing, slowly but surely, reading through it. It's been tough. Again, I'm sure I'm not the only one, and so part of the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I know I'm not the only one. I know that everybody is experiencing tough times, and I know that a lot of you are experiencing those additional tough times like we are. But if I can give you a little bit of hope that you're not alone, and I'm clinging to God, and I'm clinging to the fact that this can't last forever. I refuse it, I rebuke it, and I declare that this pain will not last forever. Drop in the comments if you've also gone through anything this year that has been traumatic. Drop in the comments how you're hanging in there. So if you've got some ways of how you're pushing through and surviving, and not just surviving, but living life, I want to hear about it. Thank you so much for joining me for this life update. I know that it is really heavy, but it's okay. There's heavy times in life, and we all go through them. We're going through them. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. All right, y'all. I will see you next week.